MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop if you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag. Hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.
Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and tonight we're here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the OnPitRoad.com 125 as the Racing for a Cause Pro Series tackles the high banks of Bristol in this K&N car. We are going to see 125 laps. Exhilarating and titillating action here as these drivers are going to be racing side by side, nose to tail, door to door, all night long. So thank you once again for joining us. Ryan Nolin, the 87 machine, last week's race winner, heading down pit road for this practice session. Due to winning last week, he will not be allowed a qualifying time, so he's going to be starting at the tail end of this field. We do have 22 drivers who have showed up and turned in a qualifying time. Now, our top 10 looks like Ryan Nolin, Justin Rigsby, Stump, Hacker, Bradford, Holtzclaw, Baker, Becky, German, and Hamill. That makes up our current top 10s. Coming up next in about 5 minutes will be the qualifying. Don't forget, Tuesday, December 4th, the RFC Hershey Design Xfinity Series Championship Finale, the Sim Speed Shop 150 at Homestead, Miami. But before that kicks off, Wednesday, November 28th, the RFC Pro Series will be doing the Swanton Lumber 150 at Langley Speedway. So make sure you tune in for both of those events. It is going to be a wild time here at MaxSpeedTV, especially for that Championship 4 on December 4th. So, guys, I do want to get a quick word in and see if we can do that with our race patron, Mike Holtzclaw. You got a copy? Mike, this is KR up in the broadcast booth. Can you hear me, bud?
Yeah, I've got you.
Oh man, Mike, tell us a little bit about tonight's race and on pit road.
Well, tonight's going to be on the razor's edge. It's very, very slick out there. Hope it tightens up a little bit through the race, but I think it's going to be fun. On pit road, it's a racing media website. I do photography for them. Our brother Roger, he's the one that actually owns it. We cover any form of motorsports. It doesn't matter where it's at, what it is. We'll write about it, post about it. Anything you need to know, we can have it posted on there for you.
Well, Mike, what? How would they submit it?
You can email me at hre2323@yahoo.com or hre2121@yahoo.com. That's me and my brother. Any of that information we can get posted on the site. We would love to have any tracks, media releases and stuff like that. We'll like to post on there. We even do some iRacing stuff for the Upstate Racing League and for the Racing for a Cause League here. Try to post their stories and some pictures and stuff like that on the site. Like I say, anything motorsports, we can love to have it posted on there. Any track, if your race team's got a media release or anything, just we'd be more than welcome to put it on there for you.
All right, Mike. Well, man, I appreciate it, and we look forward to tonight's race at Bristol, sponsored by On Pit Road. 125 laps, Mike. You think you can win this thing?
Well, probably not. I've only won one iRace in my life after 4 years of running. It's going to be a handful. I just want to finish the end of the race, just have a good, clean finish, and try to get some points.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back to practicing. Thanks for telling us a little bit about On Pit Road, and we look forward to watching you win tonight.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Mike Holtzclaw, tonight's race patron, sporting On Pit Road. Well, I do got to say, real quick, as we work through here, we got 22 cars who look like they are going to take a time. A lot of drivers ripping through these high banks here. Ryan Nolin, as I mentioned, starting at the back of the pack. Steve Baker in the 55. He's currently second on the speed chart, sitting on pit road. The 99 at Justin Rigsby. Rigsby going to look to be adding his name to the win column here tonight. Right now he is sitting third quick on the speed charts. Fourth place going to the 98 of Chris Stump, and rounding out your top five is the 11 of Brian Hacker. That is your top five for this practice session. Qualifying will be kicking off here as it is just now switching over. Into qualifying. Checkered flag waving on our practice session. And these drivers are going to start heading off. Brian Hacker pulling away from pit road. Hacker the first one away, so we'll watch him take the green flag here. Down into the corners goes Hacker. Entering high, exiting a little low. First time across the line, and he is with a 15.260. 15.260. Looks like he is going to shut it down after that one. A.J. Hamill in the 18. Good enough for second right now. Drivers turning in their times very quickly. Mike Holtzclaw right now in the top five. Dustin German in the 28. Getting that machine up to speed. Has not turned in a lap time just yet, but he is on that loud pedal. Justin Rigsby is our current pole sitter in the 99 machine. The 21 of Ricky All-Star Harden gonna go for a little loop here. Gonna get all sorts of crossed up. Meanwhile, Dustin German is going to be in 5th right now. Al Smith in the 96, he is out on track. Smith jumping up into 8th place. Al running a Ford on that nose. And as a typical Ford driver, has spun out and crashed into the crowd. All right, guys, as we like to do, we're going to step away here and play our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the field is starting to take to the grid, and that means it's time to go through our starting lineup here tonight. Row number 1 will be Justin Rigsby in the 99 and Will Dravecki in the 30. Row 2 will be the 98 of Chris Stump and the 20 of Justin McDuff. Row 3 will be the 11 of Brian Hacker and the 18 of A.J. Hamill. Row 4 will be Ricky Harden and Dustin German. Row 5 will be the 70 of Andy Lambert and Al Smith in the 96. Row 6 will be Mike Holtzclaw in the 22 and Rex Hoyle in the 50. Row 7 will be the 55 of Steve Baker and the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Row 8 will be the 71 of Chris Legue and the 87 of Ryan Nolin. Row 9 will be the 94 of Troy Radford and the 81 of James McIntyre. Row 10 will be Chad Collier in the 39 And on his outside will be Ken Younts. Row 11 will be the 38 of Hilton Young and the 4 of Wayne McDuff. And that is our starting lineup, 22 drivers. The 72 of Kenneth Younts has not made it to the starting grid. We'll see if he can get out there or if he has decided to call it a night due to any number of reasons. But the 99 of Justin Rigsby, he is your pole sitter for this event. Field working its way down the backstretch. Lights are out on the pace car. 125 laps here tonight. Getting ready to go green. Pace car is in. Rigsby waiting for the green flag to drop. There it is. We are underway. As Rigsby and Dravecki gonna race down side by side into turn number 1. Dravecki on the preferred line, that higher groove. He's gonna get a good run down the straightaway here. But Rigsby hanging tough on the inside, gonna try and find a way to make it work. And Dravecki just gonna keep motoring by on the straightaways here. It looks like now Will in the 30 is gonna be able to clear the 99 of Rigsby. And just like that, we are going to see a battle shape up and be resolved in the first 3 laps. And that's how this whole race is gonna go. There's gonna be fighting all across this field. We're gonna try and bring it to you as best we can. The 11 of Brian Hacker, right now he is in 6th. Thought he was getting ready to have a moment, but everything was settled out. The 18 of AJ Hamill right in front of him. Justin McDuff in the 20, just in front of Hamill. Hacker in the 11 machine right now riding around in 6th. Top 3 up ahead. They got a little bit of a gap. Then the next 3. Laps are gonna click off so fast here tonight. We will be having a competition caution about halfway. Ricky Harden in the 21 machine. That's Ricky All-Star Harden. Found a little spot to run around. Not a whole lot of pressure around him in that 21 machine.
The yellow flag is out.
And the caution is going to fly for the first time as the 39 of Chad Collier in trouble here. Smoking. We'll go to our MaxSpeedTV replay to figure out what happened to this 39 machine. Already into trouble there, so we'll back it up just a little bit further. Chad Collier making his first race out here for the Racing for a Cause Pro Series. Comes off the corner, gets into the inside wall quite heavily. Running the Children's Miracle Network on his hood. Kept it down low, allowed the field to go by. Ooh, contact with another car. Collier smoking, making his way onto pit road now. See if he can get that fixed and get back out there. But Will Dravecki is your race leader. That 30 machine looking very stout, made a very solid move on the start of the race was in the preferred lane, but now Justin Rigsby in the 99, he's going to be in that preferred lane. So it is now up to Will to get a good start on this thing and to fend off Justin Rigsby. So Will has got to clear Rigsby by the time they hit turn number 1 on this restart. And that is a tall, tall order for the very short straightaways here at Bristol. We ride on board with Will in the 30 machine. Working our first caution. Looks like the lights are going to be ready to go out here. And they have on the pace car. So, getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Will choosing the high side. Justin Rigsby once again down on the inside. Green flag is out. Here we go once again. Will getting a good start. Clears Justin Rigsby nicely. Chad Collier heavily damaged back out there. Rigsby trying to make a move to the inside, gets loose coming off the corner, unable to make it stick, gonna have to mount a charge once again. Meanwhile, Chris Stump on the high side here. Looks like AJ Hamill and Brian Hacker trying to get down underneath Stump. Hamill's gonna clear him. We got one going up and over. Looks like the 55 of Steve Baker getting into trouble here. Gonna back this up a little bit, check in on our replay. Let's see what happened to Steve Baker in that 55. Baker and Dustin German get together on corner exit. Baker goes for a wild ride, flipping end over end. Looks like just a little bit of a miscommunication between the two drivers. That is heavy contact in that 55 machine. Steve Baker is on a pit road. Will Drebecki in the 30 is your race leader. Points as they came into tonight's race. Ryan Nolin, after winning our opening round, was your points leader. Chris Stump second. Steve Baker came into tonight's race third in points. Will Drebecki was fourth, and Ricky All-Star Harden was fifth. But these points are going to be shook up now as Ryan Nolin still trying to work his way through the field. He started last on these guys, and he has already made his way up into 8th place. So don't count him out just yet. Tonight's race analysis Our air temp is 90 degrees. Our track temp is 116, so she is slick out there tonight. Very high temperatures to be running on these tracks. These drivers are going to be fighting for grip all night long. 125 laps is our scheduled distance for 62.5 miles. Our tire window somewhere around the halfway point. We'll see everyone come down pit road, take 4 tires. That is when the competition caution is going to come out. But these cars do have enough fuel to make it the whole way with a pit road speed of 30 miles an hour. We are working our second caution. We have done the 10 laps under caution. We got 105 laps to go. And we are getting ready to go back to green flag racing here. Here we go, folks. Pace car peeling off. Will Dravecki, Justin Rigsby, both of them getting onto the throttle. AJ Hamill catching it just right. Rigsby spun the tires. Is going to tag Hamill into the left front tire. That is going to allow Dravecki to get away. And Rigsby's going to go around. Justin Rigsby spinning on the straightaway. Our pole sitter trying to get it straightened back out. And he gets away. Very well could lose a lap though before he gets fully up to speed, as here comes Will Dravecki in the 30. So Justin Rigsby, our pole sitter, having a rough go already here. This is our third driver to have an issue here tonight. We are only on lap 24. That 30 machine looking very stout, looking very fast.
The yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag is going to come out once again. Not sure who the caution has come out for this time. It looks like the 94 of Troy Radford, heavily torn up. So we'll see what happened to that machine as we go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Radford in the 94, racing Ricky Harden and Mike Holtzclaw. And the 11 of Brian Hacker, Dustin German getting involved. It looks like the 11 of Hacker, unfortunately, trying to go 3 wide. Slow down through the corner. Ricky Harden trying to get by. Hooks the 11 into Troy Radford. 50 of Rex Hoyle making contact with the 11 of Brian Hacker as well. We go on aboard with Troy Radford. All right, folks, these drivers are tearing their stuff up, doing a lot of flipping while they're under caution. We're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll be right back after this. right, lights are out on the pace car. New challenger to Will Dravecki's lead. Will has led every lap, but the 18 of A.J. Hamill now going to be lining up on his inside. Hamill in that 18 machine. Dravecki in the 30. Will get on the loud pedal.
Flag.
Green flag is out. We're back underway, and Ryan Nolin in the 87. Solid move into second place. Ryan Nolin from last to second in 31 laps. He is wasting no time to get to the front of this thing. And now he looks like he is going to challenge Will for the lead. We go on board with Ryan Nolin in the 87. Ryan Nolin right in the tire tracks of Will Dravecki. Chris Stump in the 98, he's now in third. A.J. Hamill has fallen to fourth after starting second, or restarting second, I should say. Mike Holtzclaw in the 22, tonight's patron of the race on pitroad.com. Ricky Harden in the 21, trying to make a move down to the bottom. Unable to get the grip he needs. That is going to allow the 28 of Dustin German to try and squeeze in there. Justin McDuff in the 20, who we saw running up front in the top 5. He has fallen to 8th place. So Justin McDuff trying to recover now and make up some lost ground. In 9th place is the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Doug solidly in the top 10 here. Andy Lambert in the 70 machine. Lambert looking to make a name for himself as a contender for the race win, but he's got a few cars to pass to do it. This 70 machine right now is
the yellow
in
flag
10th
is
place,
out.
and the yellow flag going to come out once again. It looks like the 96 of Al Smith heavily torn up. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Let's find out what happened to Al in that 96 machine, racing the 71 of Chris Leyu. Al is going to get sideways coming off the corner, has to check up, slows down, and then gets really sideways into the next corner and disappears. So I assume he made contact with the wall, as he's now got heavy damage on that right rear fender. Another caution. While they're under caution, guys, we're going to take a moment, and once again, we'll step away and be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Will Dravecki
Green flag,
pulling
green
away
flag.
from Ryan Nolin in the 87. AJ Hamill on the outside there in the second row with Chris Stump on his inside. And Nolin gonna resume the battle with Will Dravecki as Chris Stump gonna slide into third, and slide he will, as Chris Stump slid a little too much into third place and continued that slide on corner exit, and Chris Stump falls all the way down into 16th place. Chad Collier in the 39 machine, he is in 17th. He is the last car on the lead lap, with Al Smith, the first car, one lap down. We started 22 cars here tonight. Steve Baker in the 55 is running 21st. Troy Radford in the 94. Brian Hacker in the 11. Those guys will finish behind the wall. They're currently scored 19th and 20th, but Steve Baker has just got a handful of laps to go to make up time on those guys. And then in 22nd will be the 72 of Kenneth Younts. But meanwhile, up front, the 30 of Will Dravecki starting to open up a bit of a gap over Ryan Nolin. But those two drivers have pulled away from the rest of the field as the 39 of Collier going to go a lap down. Collier, a lap car, going to bunch up the drivers behind him. Justin McDuff in the 20 machine looking for a way around the 39. Mike Holtzclaw in the 22. He's going to slide on by the 70 of Andy Lambert in 9th place now. With Rex Hoyle in the 50 rounding out your top 10. Doug Wysocki in the 45, currently in 11. And the caution flag is going to fly once again. So it looks like the 28 of Dustin German has found some trouble again here tonight. Good thing we got a replay so it can show us everything that's going on. Dustin German making a move underneath AJ Hamill, gets sideways into the corner, overcorrects it hard into the wall. Justin Rigsby, Ricky Harden get a piece of it. We go on aboard with Ricky Harden. You see Dustin German, hard contact. Caution flag is flying. We are going to see a competition caution around the halfway point. So somewhere around a lap 63, 62, 64 maybe. I've just been told around the halfway point. Justin McDuff in the 20. Looked like he got a little bit of contact into the wall as he tried to get around Ricky Harden, and you can see he does got some damage on the right front here. Nothing too terrible. That'll buff out. Just spit on it and rub it out, man. Polish it, it'll be fine. Rub that damage right on out. Andy Lambert in the 70 machine, gaining a few spots as he was able to work his way through those crashing and spinning cars. He is now up to 6th place. Mike Holtzclaw in the 22 is 5th. And the 50 of Rex Hoyle is now 7th. So the field really getting shooken up by all these cautions. Dustin German in the 28. He is sitting on pit road, hammering out the damage there now. They are going to call a night. He has gone behind the wall. Field going back to green. Pace car is off. Trevecki is on the
Green
throttle.
flag, green flag.
Justin McDuff going to try and challenge Ryan Nolin for second. Nolin just going to power through the corner here, though, and slide right up into second place. Three-car battle for the lead. Justin McDuff in the 20, the 3rd position car. Ryan Nolin in the 87 as Will Trevecki is going to get loose coming off the corner. That is going to allow Ryan Nolin to pounce, and Nolin looking for the lead. Can Ryan Nolin get the lead here? Can Ryan Nolin win this thing and make it 2-4-2? Nolin trying to get in front of Will Trevecki. Will Trevecki is just 2 laps away from locking down, leading the most laps. Trevecki did win that, or lead that lap.
The yellow flag is out.
And this is going to be our competition caution. We had a huge battle going for the lead here, but our competition caution is going to fly, and now everyone will come down pit road and we will see them all take tires. Some maybe take 2. So the race off of pit road is going to be interesting to watch here. Ryan Nolin into his pit box. Will Trevecki is going to overshoot his. That is going to cost him here. Doug Wysocki never hit his pit stall. And Ryan Nolin going to come out the race leader. Justin McDuff in second. And then Will Trevecki. Al Smith in the 96 machine, he is going to be scored in 6th place. Maybe not. Maybe letting cars by, he might have got caught speeding there. But Ryan Nolin going to be your race leader. Will Trevecki does wrap up leading the most laps. But now he is going to have his work cut out for him as he finds himself in 3rd place. Ryan Nolin out front after winning a race number 1. Had to start at the back of the pack here tonight. It took him 65 laps to do it, but he is now leading this thing and looking to make it 2-4-2. Play on my numbers there, 2-4-2. This is race number 2, and he won race number 1. Gosh, I gotta explain all my jokes. My jokes are so bad, I have to explain them. Good grief. Steve Baker in the 55. He is currently 25 laps down. is still out there, still chugging along. Dustin German, after a quick stop behind pit wall, he has made his way back out on the track. Dustin German is in 18th place. He is 7 laps down. And then the 21 of Ricky Harden and the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Rigsby in 16th, Harden in 17th. Looks like those guys are trying to hammer out some damage that they have received and get this car straightened out. But Ryan Nolin choosing the outside lane here. Justin McDuff in the 20 on the inside. Here we go, folks. Ryan Nolin on the
Green
throttle.
flag.
Gets away cleanly. Clears Justin McDuff. Now McDuff has got to worry about Dravicki and AJ Hamill. Hamill not through the corner very cleanly. We go on board with Ryan Nolin. Nolin in the 87, your race leader. Justin McDuff in the 20 machine, sitting in second. AJ Hamill is now third, as Will Dravicki in the 30 machine. Something has happened to him. He has come down pit road. He is very slow. Don't know what has happened, but he is slow. And that is not good, as he has led the most laps here tonight. Looks like he's going to be hitting his pit box. And Will has gone a lap down here. Ryan Nolin, your race leader in the 87 machine. He's going to be a tough one to pass here at Bristol. Well,
The yellow flag is out.
caution flag is going to come out once again, just as we were getting ready to do a little bit of crank it up. So it looks like the 71 of Chris Legue in trouble here. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Chris in the 71, working his way through the corners. Just loses it in the middle of the corner. Unfortunately, that's enough to get him a caution. Ryan Nolin, though, still your race leader. And we're going to step away for just a moment while these guys work their way under caution. Welcome back. Field getting ready to go green. Justin McDuff on the inside. Ryan Nolin, your race leader, on his outside. Here we go,
Green
folks.
flag, green
flag
flag.
is out, and we are back underway here at Bristol for the OPR.com 125. Chris Stump in the 98 with a huge run through the corner, solidly into second, now challenging for the lead. Chris Stump, after spinning, lost all kinds of ground, has made it all back up, and now he is all over the back bumper of Ryan Nolin. Chris Stump, who started third, fell back deep into the field after he got loose. No caution came out for him for his spin. They managed to get it sorted out, and now here he is, all over the back bumper, trying to make a move for the lead here. Chris Stump diving down to the inside, trying to get away around Ryan Nolin. Gonna be hard to put the power down though in that inside lane. Justin McDuff in the 20. He's gonna challenge Chris Stump. Stump loses some ground, tucks back in to remount his charge. These three drivers, they have pulled away from fourth place, AJ Hamill. Hamill's got a little bit of a gap over the 81 of James McIntyre. McIntyre finally breaking into the top 5 here. Started 18th, so great progress by James in that 81 machine. Rex Hoyle in the 50, sitting in 6th spot right here. Hoyle, another driver that has moved up from 12th position. Meanwhile, the battle up front is between 3 cars. The 81,
The yellow flag is
87 of Ryan Nolin. As the yellow flag is going to come out as the 70 of Andy Lambert. Lambert gets himself into trouble here. We're going to find out how it happened. Through the straightaway into the corner. Mike Holtzclaw, Will Dravicki in front and behind him. Dravicki several laps down now. As Andy Lambert is just going to get sideways on his own, not make contact with anything, and spin that car back around and get rolling. Does not lose a lap. So your race leader is still going to be the 87 of Ryan Nolin. We will have a new challenger for this restart. That'll be the 98 of Chris Stump. Justin McDuff sitting in 3rd place. We are working lap 92 of 125. We have had 8 cautions for 37 laps here at Bristol. We got 34 to go. We have had 1 lead change. Will Dravicki has led the most laps at 64 laps led, but something happened to him. He has gone 3 laps down in that 30 machine. He is currently the first car any amount of laps down. We have 16 cars on the lead lap. Dustin German in 17th. He is 6 laps down in 18th place. So Chris Stump, for this restart, he is going to be on the inside. That has proven to be the tough place to be for a restart. As drivers start to form up here, lights have gone out on the pace car. Adjusting my chair there a little bit. Sorry about that. Gonna get the green flag on lap 95 of 125. Here we go, folks. Ryan Nolin gets onto the throttle. AJ Hamill's gonna try and make a move on Chris Stump on the outside. Can't make it work. Stump's gonna have to close the gap now to the back of Nolin. Ryan Nolin winning race number 1 of the season. Currently in first place. Started 16th. Looks like he is pulling away from Chris Stump. Opening up a huge gap. 1.2 seconds in less than 3 laps of green flag racing here. So Ryan Nolin got some breathing room. Rest of the field plowing through. These guys really fighting it out here deep in the field as Chris Legue in the 71's going to go around again. '71 of Chris Legue went for a spin once again in that orange machine. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Battling Justin Rigsby. 71 gets loose coming off the corner, makes contact with Rigsby. We'll go on board with Justin Rigsby. Able to shut it down before he took out the pace car. So the field gets a chance to reset. We're getting close to 20 laps to go in this thing. While they cycle around under caution, let's see if we can't get a quick word in with the driver in the 20 machine. That is Justin McDuff. Justin, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing, KR?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself? You're sitting in third. You got a strong car in front of you with Chris Stump and Ryan Nolin. What's your plan of attack here?
Oh, I really wish I could not restart down the inside here. It's been kind of a disadvantage all night. I feel like every restart I've been on the inside for the most part. It's just really hard to get going, but once I get rolling, I feel like I can run with these guys. So I'm just gonna keep trying and see what happens.
Now this race here, being a little tough with some cautions. What's it going on out there with for a driver? How difficult is it to get around this track?
Turn 4 is really tricky with these cars and this set here tonight. It's very loose. You got to really take care of the rear tires and not burn them off. Stepping on the throttle like a meathead. So that's kind of what I've been trying to manage all race long. And I just got to put it all on the line now and go out there and try to get the W.
All right, well, Justin, good luck to you. Hopefully we'll talk to you once again here in the post-race show.
Thank you. Enjoy the race.
As Justin McDuff, a driver of the 20 machine, taking the time to talk to us. Field getting formed up, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Ryan Nolin, Chris Stump making up row number 1. Row 2 will be Justin McDuff and A.J. Hamill. Hold on to your hats, because here we go. Taking the green flag with 20 laps to go. Pace car peeling in.
Green flag, green flag.
Nolin away cleanly. Chris Stump not nearly as fast on the throttle. And now A.J. Hamill and Justin McDuff. Looks like McDuff is going to clear Hamill easily off the corner. Chris Stump begins that task of tracking down Ryan Nolin. Top 3 all right there in your screen. Get those elbows up. Chris Stump, Ryan Nolin, and Justin McDuff. Only one person can win. Who's it gonna be? Stump trying to drive it hard into the corner. Stump gets a little bit sideways as the yellow came out. Looks like the 45 of Doug Wysocki and the 4 of Wayne McDuff have found a way to get in trouble here at Bristol, and I gotta tell you, it's not too hard to find a way to get in trouble here at Bristol. All you gotta do is get out on the track and you are in trouble. Let's find out what happened on our MaxSpeedTV replay. Doug Wysocki in the 44. Looks like he's battling the 70 of Andy Lambert. Lambert gonna pull up in front of him. The trouble has already happened. Doug Wysocki late to the party in that situation. Wayne McDuff in the 4 was the one who was all sorts of out of shape. Looks like the 38 and the 96 make contact. Hilton Young in the 38. Tagging Al Smith in the 96. Al Smith making a bold move down to the inside of Hilton Young. Trying to make it work, coming up off the corner. Hilton was just working his way down to the bottom. Wayne McDuff had nowhere to go. Back under caution again. This will be our 10th caution for 47 laps. We got 14 laps to go. We have had one lead change. That was when Ryan Nolin made his way past Will Dravicki. That was a pit road pass. And then Will Dravicki fell through the field after having an issue. He is currently running a 15th, 3 laps down. Field starting to form up, bringing this caution to an end. Will these guys be able to work it out and ride this thing to the checkered flag? Will we see another caution? Let's do a little bit of crank it up for this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Ryan Nolin now falling to 4th.
The yellow flag is
Chris
out.
Stump. Yellow flag is out. Checkered flag will wave for this one on Chris Stump. Does it look like Chad Collier in the 39 has crashed here once again. And that will give the race win to Chris Stump. As Chad Collier is going to blow the engine, car locks up and goes for a spin. Checkered flag gonna wave here for Chris Stump. He inherits the lead by virtue of Ryan Nolin getting loose off the corner. Justin McDuff going to end up in second. AJ Hamill in third. As Chris Stump wins it. We're going to step away and set up our post-race show, guys. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MaxSpeedTV as the 98 of Chris Stump pulls it on the start-finish line. Your race winner getting it done out here tonight. That would be the 98 of Chris Stump. How many more times can I say that before Chris starts talking? Well, Chris, take it away.
I'm not going to stop you, so you can keep going if you want.
Nah, we'll let you talk, man. Great race out there for you. You were running up front. The car got loose on you. You had to save it. Lost a whole bunch of ground, but you battled back, and here you are in victory lane.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the way I drew it up. Started off with really good track position and went to cut underneath AJ. Didn't seem to have much wheel on it and not much gas, and looped it around and didn't catch a yellow, and thought it was over at that point, but caught some yellows when I needed it, and was at the right place at the right time there at the end.
Trying to reel in Ryan Nolin, and you see him get into the wall. Did your heart skip a beat seeing that happen, knowing that if you made the wrong move, you could get into the back of him?
No, I wasn't lifting, so if he would have crashed in front of me, I would have been, right up into him. The only way I was going to get around him is if he made a mistake, and I was trying to force that mistake. I was quite a bit better than what he was through 1 and 2, but he was better than me through 3 and 4. We just happened to get free off and tank slapped it, and I was lucky enough to be able to bonsai it into 1 and clear him.
Well, great race out here. You led for 6 laps, but one of those laps was the most important, so congratulations on your race win, and that will put you race number 2 as the victor. Your thoughts going forward here? We got a 13 race season, 2 races down, already got a race win. Are you going to be able to pull off the repeat next week?
I'm not sure about next week, but I think a big story is also Empire Racing 1, 2, 3. All 3 of us, Justin, AJ, and I, we worked well tonight and stayed out of trouble. AJ's car looks like he's been at a state fair or something doing the demo derby, but managed to bring home a top 3, so that's pretty awesome. But I think, from here on out, any one of us, has a chance at the championship and to win week in and week out.
All right, Chris, well, congratulations, man. Before we let you go, final chance for shout-outs, thank yous, anything you need to say?
Yeah, I believe, was it Mike Holzclaw? Is that who the sponsor was for tonight?
Yes, it was.
All right, well, I want to thank Mike, entire RFC. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention late breaking news, but so we'll wait next week on that. And want to thank Humanizing the Badge. Check them out. Great nonprofit. It's bridging gaps between law enforcement and the communities that they're serving in. So, thanks, KR.
All right, that is your race winner, the 98 of Chris Stump. Congratulations, picking up race win here tonight. But that means it's time to move on to our second place driver. That is the 20 of Justin McDuff. Justin, your car battling through. We got to talk to you during a yellow, and here you are finishing second.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the effort. I don't think there's a scratch on the thing. I know I'm looking at Chris's back bumper right now, and it's dented a little bit on how there is, but and Hamill's car's pretty used up, so...
AJ's just helping you.
Yeah, giving me
I fell asleep there, sorry.
But yeah, really happy with the effort to bring it home in second place.
Well, that 20 machine had its share of ups and downs. It looked like at one point you were outside the top 10, but you found a way to get back in there, and you finished second. Tell us what it took to get through this field here tonight.
I think I started fourth, and then I just got trapped down on the inside in a couple of those restarts and shuffled back pretty quickly. And I knew coming in that I wanted to race the track. I didn't want to get caught up racing guys early, especially. I wanted to just take care of my stuff so I could have something there at the end. And the way that the wrecks happened and the way the yellows flew, I was able to just take care of it, and then got some track position late there, and still kept getting stuck down on the inside, but able to bring it home in second.
Well, second place for that Cerebral Palsy Foundation machine. Nice job out there tonight. Before we let you go, shout outs, thank yous.
I'll give a shout out to my Empire Racing team teammates, Stump, for picking up the win. He did a hell of a job there in that restart. I know Nolin slipped a little bit there, but he hung with him on the inside. I know how tough that must have been. And to AJ for holding on to a third place finish with that damage. And thank you, KR, for everything. And to Andy for all the work he does. It's a lot of fun. It's a new car for me. It's probably my fourth or fifth race in the car. So, and then shout out to Cerebral Palsy Foundation, of course. It's an honor to carry their logo on my hood and to race for them and honor my brother.
All right. Well, Justin, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us, and congratulations on second place tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Now it's time to move on to our third place finisher. That is AJ Hamill, and what can only be described as a wadded up soda can for a race car. AJ, how did you get that thing across the start finish line?
I can't see. I'm sticking my head out the window, but I can't tell what's going on. These seats are so big. Well, luckily the damage I got under yellow, it might have helped. I don't know. It didn't hurt much, but it was enough, or not enough, to keep me from rolling in my own spot in fourth for that last half of the race. My goal was don't self-spin and try to stay ahead of the wrecks, and it worked out exactly as planned. I didn't expect to be fourth or third, but can't complain.
Can't complain with a third place finish, especially here at Bristol. But that 18 machine really looks like it has gone through the ringer. How much did that affect your drivability here on the track?
I can't wait to get out and look at this car. I don't know that it did. Maybe it tightened it up a little. Hey, Chris still messing around out here, burning up his fuel. I mean, loose off 4. That was the trick for everybody. I watched 4, 5 cars that looked low to go by me while I was minding my own business, and there they go around like I'm tossing banana peels out of my Mario Kart. I don't know if you saw that or not, but there's like 4 guys, 5 guys. Every time they try to pass, like, all right, go for it. I'll just run the high line and mind my own business. So I don't know if the damage did much. If it did anything, it probably tightened me up a bit. I certainly didn't have anything for the front 3 anyway, for that last part of the race, so I guess it didn't hurt this week.
Well, AJ, great run, great finish, third place here at Bristol in a battle of survival. Nice job out there. Any final shout outs or thank yous before we let you go?
Of course. I don't know if we've heard this enough, but you may have heard the Empire Racing team swept the podium tonight. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Never heard of her.
No, well, Mr. Stump, Mr. McDuff, and myself, whether we all deserved it or not, speaking of myself, doesn't matter. That's where we got in the box score, so that's pretty cool. And of course, yourself and Andy and whatnot, and Mike Holtzclaw for putting this on pitroad.com. Go check them out. They do some NASCAR reporting. They're gonna share this race report after the race. I think that's why Mike got into me under yellow. He wanted to remind me to share the story. American Diabetes Association back on the car. Haven't talked to you since that happened. That's pretty cool. Get out and walk. Get your A1C down. That's always important. Who else on here? Arts Barbershop. And say hi to Mom watching at home.
All right. Well, Mr. Hamill, congratulations on your third place finish, man. Nice job, and thank you for sticking around to talk to us.
All right. Thank you.
That was A.J. Hamill, driver of the 18 machine, as he is going to do some burnouts. As he mentioned, teammates finishing 1, 2, and 3, locking out the podium. It's a great job by those guys. Guys, time to go through our results. Chris Stump wins it in the 98. Justin McDuff second. A.J. Hamill third. Ryan Nolin fourth. And Rex Hoyle round out your top 5. Sixth place going to James McIntyre. Mike Holtzclaw will finish in 7th. Andy Lambert 8th. 9th going to Al Smith. And Ricky Harden rounds out the top 10. 11th will be Justin Rigsby. Doug Wysocki in the 45 will finish 12th. 13th will go to Hilton Young. Chad Collier in the 39 will finish 14th. And Will Dravicki leading the most laps, but ending up in 15th spot. Wayne McDuff will finish 4th. Chris Legue will be 17th. 18th will go to Dustin German. Steve Baker in the 55 will be 19th. Troy Radford will finish in 20th. 21st will be Brian Hacker, and Ken Younts, unable to start tonight's race, will be credited with 22nd position. So guys, that is going to wrap it up, as Chris Stump still out there turning some laps, still got some gumption in him. But that is going to wrap it up for us here at Bristol on MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining us here. Make sure you tune in Wednesday, November 28th, as we are off next week for Racing for a Cause, guys, for the holidays. And then don't forget, Tuesday, December 4th, the Hershey Design Xfinity Series. We'll be doing the Sim Speed Shop 150 at Homestead, Miami. So some great Racing for a Cause action heading your way, but you got to wait patiently for it. So guys, that'll do it. Thank you very much for joining me here at Bristol, and I hope everyone had as much fun as I did.